Welcome to our Arithmetic Clinic. So today we are going to be talking on a very important topic in mathematics. We talk about what? Inequalities. Now when we say inequalities, what does it mean? We have done the introduction video of this class. You can check, but let me just go over it again. Now inequalities is what? A word that is made up of two words. We have the in and what? Equalities. Now, when we talk about equalities, what we're talking about equalities coming from the word equation. And when we talk about equation is coming from the word equal to. So now, when we now talk about in equalities, so what does in mean? In means what? Not. So when we say inequalities, we are saying not equation, and we are also saying not equal to. So any expression that is not equal to another is what? An inequality. Now when we say inequalities, we have what we have in inequalities. It can be either what? Greater than. So if it is not equal to, it can be greater than another. So greater than, we have what? Less than. We can also have what? Greater than or equal. So, and we have what? Less than or what? Equal to. Now one of the issues we have these days is that they say that mathematics don't have a physical application. Now look at these two books. We are trying to compare this with this. Now when we are comparing this with this, what inequalities help us to do is that inequalities help us to be able to say that, okay, this one, based on the weight, this guy is actually what? Heavier than this. So we say that book A is what? Greater than what? Book B. Or we say that book B is what? Less than what? Book A. So that is what? A kind of practical application of what? Inequalities. So it's used for what? Comparison. Like those days you want to choose. You understand? What you used to do, especially here in Africa, is that you want to choose what you lift both of them to be able to identify which one is what much. Now, by the time you are lifting them, you cannot tell us exactly what is the weight of any of them. But based on comparison, you can be able to say this one is what heavier than what this. Now, the problem we used to have those days is which of them is greater than, which of them is less than. You know, those days they tell us your left hand is greater than, your right hand is less than. I don't know, but this is how you know it. Now look at this sign. Now this is a kind of inverted V. Now anybody, look at this place. This place is bigger or is wider than this place. This is the tip. Anybody at this side of this expression is naturally bigger than this. So if we have A here and we have B here, this will read this way. This is going to be what? A greater than B. Now if you want to read it from this side, the same thing, you see that what? B is what? Less than what? A. So how you can be able to identify the symbols is that anywhere this place is actually what? The less than. And anywhere this is what? Greater than. So anywhere this place is facing is the greater than side. Anywhere this side is what? The less than side. Now another thing you should know is that look at this. 5 is what? You know those days they do this way. 5 and 2. Which of them is bigger? We say that what? 5 is greater than 2. So that side of the V will face this. Now, if we decide to add a negative sign in front of both of them, like say -5, -2. Now, once there is a negative sign, -2 is actually bigger than what? -5. Why? Minus means a kind of a depth. So somebody that is in depth of 5 and somebody that is in depth of somebody in depth of 5 or 2 and somebody in depth of 5, which of them is a wonderful depth of? Or which of them is richer? The guy that is just in depth of 2 is still better than this guy. So it means that what? -2 is actually what? Greater than -5. So because of that, in inequalities, anytime we are multiplying with negative number or dividing with a negative number, the inequality sign must change. Okay, let's get an example of inequalities. Now we have this equation. Now look at this. So New General Mathematics, Book 2. Now we have something like this. X minus 3 less than what? 5. Now, for this question here, we are being asked to find the value of what? X. Now what you are going to do is that this is what? Minus 3. You have to take this guy to the other side of the what? Inequality sign. Now it's going to be because X is less than what? 5. Now when this is negative, cross it to the other side becomes what? Positive, so it's going to be what? Plus what? 3. So this is going to be what? X less than what? 8. Now to say that X is what? Smaller than what? 8. Now if you are being asked to represent this on a number line, what do? You draw a number line this way. From your number line, we know that this is what? 8, 9, 7, 6, and so on and so on. Now we say that X is less than what? 8. That is to say X is smaller than 8. So that is to say you go up to a notation this way. Which of the sides of this is smaller than 8? Is it this side or this side? You notice that this is 7, 6. So this side is what? Smaller than 8. So we draw this with an arrow pointing this way. So this is what? The representation of this answer on what? A number line. Now let's do one more example. We have, now look at this. We have 5 minus 5r less than equal to r minus 4. We are being asked to what? Look for the value of r. Now, is this confusing? No, it is not. So what you just do is that we do what we call collect like terms. Now when we collect like terms, the variables come to one side, the numbers go to the other side. So let's bring out to this place. Minus 5r. Now when you are taking this out from this side to this side, it becomes what? Minus r. So the sign is what? Less than or equal to. Take this to this other side. Minus 4 minus 5. Now this is now going to be minus 5r minus r. Minus 5 minus r will give us what? Minus 6r. Less than equal to minus this. Minus 4 minus 5 will give us what? Minus 9. Now at this stage, we are looking for the value of r. So what do? We divide both sides by what? Minus 6. Divide both sides by minus 6. Note, we said that anytime we are dividing with what? A negative number or multiplying with a negative number, the what? Inequality sign must change. So because we have divided it with what? Minus 6. So it's now going to be r no longer what? Less than or equal to, but this time greater or equal to what? Minus cancel minus. So this is what? 3 here 3 here 2. So it's going to be 3 all over 2. Which is the same thing as what? R greater than or equal to 1 and the half. Now if we want to represent this on what? A number line, we go this way. Let's say this is 1, let's say this is 1 and the half, this is 2, this is 3, this is let's say 0, and so on and so forth. Now we say that what? R is greater. So that's to say R is bigger than what? 1 and the half. So our direction is going to point towards this place because this is where we have what? Greater than. But not, we have greater than or what? Equal to. Anytime we have the or equal to, this circle here have to be what? Shaded. So it's now going to be what? R greater than or equal to 1 and the half. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video. Bless you.